Good afternoon, everybody. This is like July 21st, something like that. It's a cooler day today. It's been super hot, and I had a little thing I wanted to get done this morning that was able to accomplish it, and I kind of wanted to show you the results. Did a video in this plow last spring. And if you notice, the front and bottom had a big chip out of it, and it also had a crack that went back up to here. I did not notice that at first, but I wasn't planning on using this plow that much, and I thought I could just get by, but happened to be looking online on it and ran into a forum, and a fellow recommended this blacksmith who makes plow moldboards and shears and landslides for really, he makes parts for plows that are antique, that you can't get parts for anymore. If I wanted to get another moldboard for this, I'd have to find another used one, or fortunately find someone who's got one on a shelf that's been there for 40 years they've never used. But the guy's name of his company is called PLOWORX. He's over in get down there close. His name is Steve. He's over in Salem, Ohio. I mean, he makes them for all those brands right there. Walk behind plows. I mean, plows that make this one here look like brand new compared to, you know, the old walk behind and horse draws. But he makes them all. And decided if I was going to get one off of him for the front, I might as well do the back just to make them even. Plus, I noticed my back had extensive wear on it. Evidently, whoever used this plow before had plowed a lot with it. And the shears look fairly good shape. And I'm saying this front one's brand new, the back one's a little older. But I decided to just do both at the same time and save on shipping and stuff like that. But guy's real nice. I emailed him, told him my type of plow, and he needs to know the plow, like the moldboard number. And if you can see there, mine is a 101-500, and I got the XLT. That means it's a sturdier type of it. Maybe that shows up better. And I think the shear is called a 102. Don't quote me on that. But, I mean, shipped them to me. I've had them for about 2 months now. And I did notice that these are slightly thicker than the ones I took off. And also uses a larger bolt than the ones I took off, which I kind of liked in both cases. And really, I'm pretty pleased with them. They fit right in there. You know, nothing lined up perfectly, but they were really close. And you could just slide the bolts in, put the nuts on, tighten them up, and you were done. Now, the one thing I did not do is when I took the old moldboards off, there were like a triangular shim underneath. If there's enough light in here. These shims were underneath. And this would be the top and that would be the bottom, behind the moldboard. And they're pretty cruddy, pretty rusted up. But since the new ones were thicker, and I even tried putting a new one on, leaving one of those shims on there, and I just did not have enough threads on the bolts to get the nuts started. And I was also kind of noticing too, the very lower edge of the moldboard was going to protrude beyond the plow shear. That means this part would be slightly exposed, not flush. I did not want that. So I left those off and put those on. and they mounted on just fine. So I'm really pleased with those. And maybe if you can see here, this is the back one, you can see the wear. There's about a 1/16 of an inch right along that line that is just wore away, and it goes back along here. And I figured that if I use this a whole lot, you know, maybe if I farm like an acre, it's going to eventually give me troubles. So I decided to go ahead and replace it. This is the one that was broken. It was chipped down here and wore up here just like the other one, but there's also, you can't hardly see it, there's a crack from back here that goes up to this bolt hole. And just wasn't happy with that. Decided I was going to have to do something about it. Now you probably can't read it, but on the back of these, right up here, it says 14C, 14A, I should, or 14B, I should say. And then you get over here, AO. Now I can't read it again. AO112. Yeah, 14B, AO1. Try this one here, maybe it shows up a little bit better. Okay, 14B, AO. I can't read it. 110, I believe. And down below it says HP. That's Massey, or MH. That's Massey Ferguson. And this is MH Massey. This is an old Massey moldboard. But going by the plow and everything on it, the correct part number is what's on the, I don't know if you can see the crack from back here any better or not. No, you can't. All right, there's right there, coming up. Maybe you can see that. That would have failed on me, especially if I bumped into something. But if you need the part number for those moldboards, tell them your type of plow. Mine's a 14 AO28, which means it's a 14-inch bottom. It plows 28 inches altogether. But that is the number, 101-500 XLT. I'm pretty sure the shear is a 102. But don't quote me on that. You'd have to talk to Steve about it. Steve's a real nice guy. Answer all your questions. I will say though, you know, he works by himself. He is not a company. He's just a blacksmith. He makes these, I don't know, on the side, or maybe this is how he makes his living. But he's a little more pricey than the generics you buy from the catalogs, like from Agri Supply or something like that. But the workmanship is very good. And like I'll say again, PLOWORX, Salem, Ohio. And I think you'll be pleased with them. I don't usually, you know, recommend people, but he did a real good job on them. And as you can see, that does sit very flush with the plow shear, which is how I wanted it. If it protruded, it would have rubbed and wore away faster. And you don't want that. Well, I'm going to take her around the yard and try to charge the battery up some more. I had a weak battery issue with it. But do that and get it back in the barn before it rains on me here. You folks have a good day. Take care.